shorts with like a skirt.
Yes.
I always liked those gladiator skirts. I always thought they were dope.
3 2-minute rounds on deck, and they're off to the races. Amin Swaby in the blue corner, Eddie Diaz in the red. So with this Extreme Muay Thai, they've got small gloves on, but this still will be a Muay Thai rule set.
Man, Swaby is so sharp, and his feet are so on point.
He is really letting some shots rip to the body, as is Eddie Diaz.
Swaby needs to keep the guard high. He's used to being the tall fighter, but Eddie is closing off space very quickly and getting inside. Swaby's left hand is sharp. Watch as he pumps that thing out. The second Eddie gets close, the jab setting him up, the left hand letting him fire. Eddie going, not today. He's here to brawl. Eddie's throwing big, wide, and hard.
Yeah, we've definitely seen both of these fighters here in this Combatagon several times before, and they always leave it out there.
Body shot by Eddie. Swaby circling out, making him miss and making him pay. Nice flying knee by Swaby. Eddie answers back. Sharp 2 met with an overhand, caught with the lead hook on the way out.
Yeah, the corner of Eddie Diaz there calling for some body work.
Referee checking on that knee to the head. The boys shaking it out and getting right back to it. Big left
shots
hand.
from Diaz.
He
Got
shakes Swaby.
Swaby's rocked.
Swaby's hurt.
Oh, the end is
Eddie's
there.
putting on him. Swaby moving his
referee is
head,
looking
staying out of
close.
range. And Eddie drops him with a barrage of uppercuts and hooks. Swaby getting the 8 count. The ref checking on him, but he is wobbly. Referee asking him to walk around. He's getting his means about him. That 10-second clacker goes.
Yeah, man, with this Muay Thai set, he's lucky, man, he gets that 10 count, because if this was MMA, this fight would have been done.
That would have been 100% over in MMA.
Yeah, Eddie Diaz, man, like I said, he's fought for us plenty of times before, man. This is the first time with little gloves for that Muay Thai, man. He's on a bit of a 3-fight losing skid after he, fought for the title after going, 4-0 here in the Combatagon. So he was like, man, I am not losing again.
Man, here comes Eddie Diaz.
He is not going to let this go to the judge's decision at all.
Eddie is invigorated to do damage. Knocks Swaby on the floor with a big left hook. Fires right back in, bullying Swaby to the fence. Swaby falling into the brawl, which is going to play into Eddie's favor.
Superman
punch by Diaz, and just ripping into Swaby. Unbelievable damage being done here.
Yeah, Eddie's corner is telling him to, calm down a little bit, relax, but still work that body.
Man, you're telling him to calm down, but what he's doing is working amazingly.
But undoubtedly taxing that tank.
Without a doubt. But he's already got one knockdown, and Swaby is not far away from another one. Beautiful Superman punch off the cage. Eddie battering Swaby against the fence. And Swaby opening up, firing back, backing Eddie Diaz up. Using that upside down lead arm control that I don't understand.
And here Eddie coming back with some punches of his own.
Eddie is just swinging for the fences.
It seems like one guy empties the tank and then backs up and lets the other guy empty the tank. Big shots by Diaz. Swaby needs to get off the fence. Diaz wants to keep him there. Look for him to hurt him in with the left hand.
Yeah, I feel like just one more perfectly landed shot by Eddie Diaz, man, and Swaby's out of it, but he's still standing 10 toes down.
The way Swaby's exiting, Diaz should know to cut him off to the left and fire big to trap him inside.
Yeah, especially being that Swaby is standing in that
great movement
stance.
Swaby finally getting his head movement down, getting out of the way. Diaz has tuckered himself out a little bit here with his output.
Yeah, 10 seconds left here in the second round before we head into the third, man. And I know Eddie does not want to see another judge's decision.
Man, I gotta assume Eddie is 2 rounds up right now. But if he has really taxed himself that much and Swaby hasn't, Swaby could come back for a finish in the third just based on being exhausted.
Yes.
Both corners spurring their fighters on. Letting him know, hey, it all comes down to this.
The corner of Eddie Diaz yelling out for body work.
You can already see that Diaz is a shell of what he was in the second. Swaby sees it. He needs that 8 count back, but gets a slip instead.
Oh, he's getting a count. That was a knockdown.
Oh, he is getting a count.
It seemed like it was due to it seemed like Swaby that kick swept him.
Yeah, he did, right at the end of the flurry.
But there's also something to be said. Even if you gotta rush back up to your feet so it doesn't look like a knockdown. When your mouthpiece falls out and you're taking a second to get it, that's probably why he got the count.
Yeah, Swaby knows that he needs to finish, and he's fighting like
it. He's looking energized.
I mean, he just evened it up with that knockdown, but that second round,
it was much closer.
Was closer than you think, but I still had Diaz winning. He was doing the damage. If Swaby can just get after it here and execute another knockdown, or even just make Diaz look bad, it could even the tables a little bit more for him.
Under a minute to go. The corner of Swaby telling him to go forward.
Man, these two gentlemen are all heart right now, exhausted, banged up, but letting it all hang out in the Combatagon tonight in Orlando, Florida. I'd like to see Swaby finish off some of these shots with that kick. The way Diaz is dropping his head, he can bring that shin right up into his face. Big left hand by Diaz.
Short time.
Diaz on his bicycle here, and that's 3 rounds of extreme Muay Thai.
So Swaby has one of those hairstyles that whenever you get hit, it jumps.
It doesn't help the judging.
It doesn't help.
It makes you look worse. The longer your hair, the more it, remember Clay Guida?
Yes.
You know?
It looks like everything that touches you, you're getting rocked.
Yeah.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the judges have reached a decision, a unanimous decision at that, for your winner, out of the red corner, Eddie the Broom Diaz.
Congratulations, Eddie Diaz, on a well-fought victory here.
Great contest between these guys. And
great sportsmanship between the fighters as well. Man, Eddie really turned this into a brawl. He wasn't fighting super technically, he was fighting viciously. His hands looked ferocious.